What is up? I am your host, Endo, Caine, and I'm here to let you know that I watched Raw. So let's get to it, man. No BS. 3 hours of content. We got a lot of BS to get into. Let's get to it. All right, so Raw kicks off with Cole and annoying-ass Pat McAfee in the ring talking about the women's battle royal tonight for the women's world heavyweight championship. We already knew this was coming up, but it's kind of good. You know, we want them out there for the excitement. We want to get hype. We want to get loud. We want to get motherfuckers ready for this. Speaking of hype, we get main event Jey Uso out to the ring next to talk about his match against Priest at Backlash. Jey goes on to say he needs to beat Priest at Backlash to prove he is truly worthy of this spot that he's in on the roster here today. I love it. Then your boy Damian Priest interrupts because Judgment Day runs Raw. Hell yeah, bitch. Priest tells Jey that he's just the start of a long list of niggas that he's gonna run through to make the title look good. Jey then turns and says Priest is on the leader because Rhea is out with an injury. That basically means that Priest is Dom's bitch. During all of that, your boy JD McDonough tries to sneak Jey. Then Jey dodges that shit and super kicks the hell out of Priest. It was pretty fucking funny. Then JD sits there and tries to apologize. Oh man, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. And Priest just scolded him, man, just shooting daggers out of his eyes. Cut backstage, we see Chad Gable and legendary Gunther arriving. We're going to hear from both of them tonight. Should be interesting to hear what they both got to say. Haven't heard from Gunther since Mania, and after Chad Gable's actions last week, we definitely need to hear what the hell he got to say. And we also going to get DIY versus Awesome Truth with the tag titles on the line. If you missed it, DIY qualified last week. Then we get a really good package promoting King and Queen of the Ring happening next month. Out of the States, should be pretty good. That's always one of my favorite wrestling tournaments, so it should be pretty good to see who's gonna pull it out this year. A lot of people saying Gunther. Now it's time for our World Tag Team title match, and it was pretty good, man. I really did like the pace of this match. Awesome Truth always puts on a great display of tag wrestling. That is DIY for years. Double team elbows from Awesome Truth, man. It looked pretty good. I love when tag teams really sync their move sets together, man. It looks really good. DIY took the early momentum. We get back from commercial and Awesome Truth starts to roll, taking the momentum back. Hot tag from Miz to Truth to start that 5 moves of doom. Gargano interrupts. Super kick. Pedigree from Ciampa, 1, 2, kick out. DIY hits the meat in the middle to the pin. Miz pulls Gargano's leg out, so there is no cover. After that, Awesome Truth crushing finale for the 1, 2, 3 to retain. It was a pretty good match. I go back and check it out. Have fun the entire time. So at the end, they're all, just saying, hey man, great match, showing good sportsmanship. Gargano goes to shake Awesome Truth's hand, but Ciampa doesn't. Ciampa ain't really feeling the loss. He ain't trying to take losses no more, man. And this might be cracks that we see him forming in the DIY once again. All right, cut backstage, we see Judgment Day and they treehouse, hot out, wherever the fuck they are. Dom is supposed to be tagging with McDonough tonight, but can't. So he goes and gets Escobar to take his place. And Priest wasn't exactly too happy with that. Mind you, he don't like them Phantasma niggas, and then you go and make decisions like this behind his back. Might be showing cracks in the Judgment Day. Priest goes on to tell McDonough and Dom, yo, y'all need to handle y'all business tonight and stay out of mine. Then we get Imperium. Imperium making their way out there. We ain't seen Gunther in about 2-3 weeks since Mania. He gets out there and says that he elevated the IC title for 600 days and took the title higher than it's ever been. You ain't gonna get no arguments out of me when it comes to that. He says he was a target for 2 whole years and thanks Sami Zayn for removing that target off of his back. He says he goes from hunted to the hunter and declares his motion for King of the Ring and tells every champion that they are officially on notice. I love it. Then New Day appears and Woods says he is the reigning, defending King of the Ring. It says he will be a 2-time King of the Ring. So now we get Imperium versus New Day for the millionth time. Got a huge crossbody from Kofi. Back and forth momentum as expected. So Xavier Woods knocks Kaiser off the rope. Woods mushroom stomp. 1, 2, 3 for the win. And Gunther is pissed. He's sitting ringside, and just the look on his grill, man, it just seems like some change is coming. After the match, Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci sitting in the ring, they like trying to console each other. They're like, man, what the hell we gonna do, man? You know, the boss mad, you know, we losing, you know, we getting embarrassed, we embarrassing him, like what the hell we gonna do? And out of nowhere, this nigga Ludwig Kaiser snaps and viciously attacks Giovanni Vinci, beat his ass all around the ring. I mean, it was real bad, man. Throws him over the announce table, man, just beats his ass. Eventually sets him up kind of like how he did Kofi, and then runs and just drop kicks his damn head right into the steel step. After, Ludwig Kaiser's walking back to the back, and he sees Gunther, and he tells Gunther, I told you I'd get it done. And to my surprise, this nigga Gunther actually approved, man. So maybe they trying to cut the dead weight out of Imperium. Get a Andrade package. Andrade telling Judgment Day essentially, I was never disloyal to y'all because I was never loyal to y'all in the first place. Y'all wanted a servant, not a business partner. And now y'all done just made a new enemy in the process. I love it. And we get an appearance from McIntyre in the ring. Crowd chants CM Punk, CM Punk. McIntyre says Punk, Damian, and Jey Uso are all cowards the way that they went about him trying to obtain the World Heavyweight Championship, and he declares for King of the Ring and starts to just basically blame his problems on everybody until your boy Sheamus appears. Sheamus basically says Drew should start taking responsibility for his mistakes and quit bitching and blaming everybody. I agree. Sheamus then tells McIntyre that a one-armed CM Punk kicked his arse. I agree. McIntyre turns and tells Sheamus, look, this isn't what it used to be. Me and you are used to having banger after banger, but since you came back, looks like it's been burger after burger. McIntyre then says that he's going to be sitting ringside to watch his match tonight, and that he should watch his back as well. Don't know what that means. Then we get Sheamus versus Nakamura, and it had a lot of strikes. What do you expect? This is pretty much just a brawler match. You got the Belfast Brawler and the King of Strong Style. I was expecting a lot of strikes, expecting a lot of hard-hitting shit, and goddamn, they did not disappoint. This was a real physical match. Nakamura takes it to the outside and does a jumping knee to the surgically repaired neck of Sheamus. Top rope clothesline on Nakamura from Sheamus. Sliding German from Nakamura. White noise from the second rope to Nakamura. McIntyre distracts Nakamura, and then Sheamus reverses the Kinshasa, gets away from it. Knees to the face from Nakamura leaves Sheamus going off the ropes, going back into a huge bro kick for the 1, 2, 3 for the win, man. Great match between these two. It was really good. And this could be another rivalry between Sheamus and McIntyre while CM Punk's still on the bench and waiting for him to come back. Then we get an IC title package from Montreal explaining what all happened in Quebec between Sammy and Gable. Back to Sammy talking, having an interview backstage, says he has a lot to say about what happened in Montreal. He's going to wait first to hear from Chad Gable to see what he's got to say to explain himself. Then Bronson Reed appears, interrupts Sammy and tells him, why you worried about Gable? You got bigger problems. And out of nowhere, Bronson starts beating his ass backstage, man. Just blindsides him and beats him. Then we cut back to the ring. It's Gable out, appearing, headed to the ring, and he's got Alpha Academy with him. So Gable says Sammy stole his moment last week. Gable said he was helping Sammy train for WrestleMania and lost who he really was. He said that should have been him celebrating with his wife, him celebrating with his daughter. He goes on to say he been training a pack of losers in the Alpha Academy. He says Tozawa is pathetic and does nothing but lose. Maxine Dupree is as dumb as a box of rocks. And then says Otis is probably his biggest disappointment in the Alpha Academy. Tragic. Then he goes on to tell Alpha Academy that they will help him win his IC title back no matter what. Then he goes on to make them all swear to help him. Then he really makes Otis say it out loud on the mic, man, to, add insult to injury. I don't know why he's doing this, man, but I really love this heel Chad Gable, man. I didn't think he had it in him, man. From Shorty G to this. Then we cut backstage, Ricochet and Dom you know, talking a lot of shit to each other. Ricochet says he wishes Dom was active tonight so, you know, he could kick his ass. Then Dom and Liv have a face-off. Now, you already know what that's pertaining to. The Liv Morgan Revenge Tour, dealing with Rhea, dealing with Mommy. But backstage tonight, Jax says she's going to win tonight in the Battle Royal. Okay. Time for Andrade Ricochet versus JD McDonough and Escobar. Ricochet started this thing off by showing his speed and match skills. You know, match skills that a lot of people don't give him credit for. He's not just a high flyer. He can do more shit. He's just really good at high flying. As the match keeps going on, Judgment Day starts to cheat by Dom pulling the leg of Ricochet. Then a huge hurricane on Ricochet from Santos Escobar. JD McDonough and Santos Escobar had really, really great chemistry in this tag match. I would love to see more work from them. I'm a huge fan of tag wrestling, and they showed the fuck out tonight. Andrade gets a hot tag, man, and double dragon screws and double knees to Escobar, straight to the face, in the face. Around to JD. Andrade hits his finisher for the win. Priest appears and starts clearing house, man. Hits the Razor's Edge and the South of Heaven choke slam on Andrade and Ricochet. Priest then goes to Dom and JD, tells them he don't need they help, they need him. Damn! Zoe Stark package telling us all she done accomplished, saying she done been on the roster for a year since the last draft, saying she just getting started, I'm with it. Cut backstage, we see Indy and Candice saying that they don't use underhand tactics to win matches, which is a complete motherfucking lie. We cut away from that immediately to see Nia and Liv getting into it, you know, just hyping up the Battle Royal. Becky Lynch appears, grabs a mic, talks a lot of shit. We get a follow shot to her, and it's time for this women's world title Battle Royal match, y'all. And of course, you got all your favorites in this match. Zoe Stark, Baszler, Maxine Dupree, Piper, Candice, Hartwell, Ivy Nile. Candice and Indy first to be gone, thank God. I can't stand Candice LeRae. And Maxine Dupree right behind them after she eliminates both of them. Caine and Katana gave great teamwork, great effort in this match. I know it's a Battle Royal and only one of them could win, but they had great chemistry. Zoe Stark eliminates both Caine and Katana with a super kick. Nia eliminates Ivy by swinging her into the ring post like a sack of potatoes. Nia eliminates Maxine Dupree. Becky then eliminates Piper. Piper pulls her through the bottom rope and cannonballs into Becky onto the stairs, but then pulls Nia through the bottom rope. Then Nia then slams Piper onto Becky onto the announce table. So both of them onto the announce table. Chelsea Green gets eliminated. Officials don't see her get eliminated, so she kind of sneaks back in. Commercial cut back, and during the commercial, Nia puts Becky straight through the announce table. So now this bitch is really down and out. Zoe Stark finally eliminates Chelsea Green. Taya goes with her after that, and Nia eliminates Shayna and Zoe. Goodbye. Down to our final three. Lynch, Morgan, Jack. Really fun at this part of the match. We get a cold breaker, neck breaker combo that looked really good, affected everybody. Double Samoan drop to Becky and Liv. Then we get a double suplex from Nia to Becky and Liv. Cold breaker, leg drop, eliminates Nia Jax. We down to the final two women fighting back and forth on the apron. Liv looks for the Oblivion, misses, manhandle slam on the outside of the ring, man, to eliminate Liv. We have a new women's world heavyweight champion. Her name is Becky fucking Lynch. I love it. Then Raw ends with Becky celebrating, you know what I mean, running all through Ohio with the title, celebrating with fans, doing all that. It was really good, really motivational, and a great way to end a great Raw. And that's it for your Raw review this week. Make sure you check out our SmackDown review that just dropped, and also make sure you check out our SmackDown review coming later on this week. I am Endo Caine, finna go smoke some weed. I will fucks with y'all. Looking forward to Backlash.